Our identity, our dreams, everything is a pattern. That pattern is largely created in human brain. Sometimes that pattern doesn't properly function. You may have some neural degradation, which may result in neural diseases. If we can really understand that pattern, how it functions, we can understand how to intervene and help. NeuroSWARM is an optical way to measure electrophysiological signals. It is converting the electrophysiological signals into optical signals. The goal of this is to help people with disability related to motor neurons, paralysis, epilepsy, for example. People has been doing this for 160 years using electrodes. Those electrodes are large. They got better over time, they got smaller, but that requires you to open the skull. Surgery is a major complication. So we come up with this alternative mechanism, which allows us to convert that electrophysiological activity and optical signal, which enabled us to remove the wire. And when you do that, the rules that apply to other technologies in terms of limitations becomes irrelevant. The whole idea is avoiding any kind of surgical implants using nanoparticles. I call them system on a nanoparticle. It is minimally invasive. One way to do it is to use bloodstream. The other one is the nasal cavities. The third option is a fine needle. It kind of is analogous to RFID tags. You hold a scanner and you can read the information from the scattered light. We utilize the signal that is delivered back to us, and then we process it, create the patterns, and we try to understand what is going on at that particular location. And all of that is done outside the brain. It is an earlier stage, but it is moving at a very high pace. We are already better than any commercial technology out there in terms of in vitro measurements, and we are moving towards in vivo, that is in tissue applications. And we have some promising early results. So we are very confident that we will keep the pace. UCSC was very attractive to me because the location of the campus at close proximity to Silicon Valley enabled really close collaboration with industry. Substance is a startup company. They are trying to develop brain-machine interfaces, helping people with disabilities without doing any surgery using nanoparticles. They offered to support my research because they were interested in something no one has done. And then the research suddenly picked up pace very quickly. My lab on this project, I have about 7 people, but I would say I have a lot more people than that because we are also working with Substance. It's a very close collaboration. As an engineer, our scientific work ultimately is intended to make impact on people's lives. Our goal by the end of 2026 is to complete experiments, testing through the skull without doing any surgery. If we can prove that, then there will be a reason to start talking about if it can be implemented in humans.